Hello, so what we're going to do today is run through how to make an introduction video using Blackboard Collaborate Ultra and how to get it onto onto a discussion board or your Blackboard page or any place that you want it. The first thing that we're going to do is scroll down on our course until we get to the area that says Course Management and Control Panel, and under this you have an area that says Course Tools. I'm going to click on that. Underneath Course Tools, and I'm going to scroll down just a little bit more so you can see it better, there should be something that says Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. We will click on this. Once we click on Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, you will see something that looks like a door, has your course name, and says Course Room. You can click anywhere in this general vicinity in order to open up the menu that you want. What we're going to first do is change our settings so that we can download any recordings we make. So I'm going to click on this. And on the side, it is going to open up a tab. And this tab allows us to do many things, such as joining Course Room. But the first thing I want to do is check out my session settings. So I'm going to click on this little settings gear here. I'm going to click on the settings gear. And that will give me various options, which are worth looking at later, but the one we want to pay attention to says under recording, allow recording downloads. So I'm going to check that one off. And I am going to go to save. It's not going to keep it if I don't go to save. So it's important I click on save. All right, I see your changes are saved. And now I'm going to scroll back up. And I am going to hit this X here to close this piece. Now when I want to join the room, I can do the same thing. So we're going to practice again hitting this area, and it's going to pop this up. But this time we see an option that says Join Course Room, right? So I am going to click on Join Course Room. And that should open up Blackboard Collaborate in my tab. Now it lets me write in and it asks me to start the recording. So it has this nice little pop-up now that kind of indicates that you might want to record. So that makes it super easy. So if I'm ready to start recording, I'm just going to hit this button that says record. And from now on, it's recording my session. However, it will not record my voice or my video until I turn those on. So if you see here, this audio mic has a line through it, meaning the audio is not on. It's also in white. When I click on it, it's now going to be on green, and I can see the audio is on because the area in the mic is moving up and down. That's one good indicator that your audio is on. When I want to share my video, I am going to hit this video camera, and it says share video. So now it's going to do that, and it's going to give me a video preview. Kindly tells me that I'm looking good. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to click on share video. And there I am. Awesome. Okay, so my video is there, and now if I were to introduce myself to my class, I can say, hi, I'm Professor Harwin. And I am excited to meet you all and join the course this semester. I am looking forward to getting to know you all. I would give a brief introduction about who I am, and hopefully they will get to know me a bit more. It's good to give some ideas about your experience, your teaching experience, your experience as a professor, your experience as a person, right? So you're not just a professor, you're also a person, so you can give them some info on that, and what you like to do and what you expect from them in the class, and anything else you want to say. You want to keep it pretty short and sweet, like under 5 minutes, nothing crazy, but it's a good thing to add here. You could also do this at not just as an introduction to you, but as a introduction to a unit, you can do videos like that as well. A more advanced way could also be sharing your screen and sharing some stuff that you want there. But for now, let's just stick with this. And when I am ready to end recording, what I am going to do is on the top left, there are 3 lines. And when I put my cursor over it, it says Open Session Menu. I will be clicking on that. And then there's a button that says Stop Recording, and that is what I will click on. And I see recording has stopped. When I'm ready to leave the session, I can click these 3 lines again and go down to Leave Session. And it's going to ask me how is my audio and video. I can say excellent if I want, or I can just skip it, which I'm going to. And it's telling me I left, and I can close my browser window, so I will do that. Once I do this, the Collaborate page and your Blackboard page will show up, and it will have the same settings you left it off with. So this tab is going to be open. In order to close that, I am going to click the X here. Now you might be tempted to look for your recording right away, but sometimes it takes a moment for the recording to go through. So I'm going to show you first how you would get to recordings, which is you're going to click on these 3 lines and click on recordings. And now you're going to see if it says no recordings found, as it does here, you might want to wait a little bit of time and do it again. In about 20 minutes max, your recording will appear. So we will go back to that in a few minutes. Okay, now I have waited some time, so I want to access the recording again and see if it's there. So I'm going to click on these 3 lines from the menu and click on Recordings. Now I'm going to see under here the recording come up and the recording name, the date of the recording, and the duration. In order to access the recording and get some info about it, I can click on this circle with 3 dots. When I put my cursor over it, it says Recording Options. So I'm going to click on that. And I have a menu, and I have a few things in this menu, including Watch Now, Download, Recording Settings, Delete, Copy Link, etc. I'm going to click on Copy Link, and it's going to tell me the link is copied. Now I'm going to insert this link into a discussion board in order for students, or in this case, your fellow faculty members, to see your welcome message. So I'm going to scroll down, as I just did, to the course, which is our Best Practices Online Modality course, and I'm going to click on that. It's going to open up, and what I'm going to do is click over here to Course Material. In order to get to the week, we're going to click on week 1, and we will scroll down till we click on week 1 discussion forum. And here it says forum discussion forum, create an introductional video for your full class. We're going to click on that thread. And in here there are some instructions. But in order to put your video up, what we will do is click Reply to Melissa Harwin. And there is a subject and a message box. In this message box, we will add the link. In this case, I am going to just type a few words that represent what this link is going to be. So, introduction video of Professor Harwin, let's say, because I'm making this with the focus on my class. So now I am going to highlight these words and click on the link here where it says Insert Edit Link, and that's going to come up here like that. Okay. And now where it says link path, I am going to hit Control V because I'm on a PC. If you're on a Mac, you can hit Command V, V like Victor, to paste the link. And we're going to go to where it says target. It says open in this window /frame. I'm going to click this drop down arrow and change it to open in new window. And then we will click insert. Now you see that this comes up as a link. I could leave it as is, or I could highlight it, change the style, the font, etc. I'm just going to leave it for now and click submit. And then you should see success, that it was created. And when you want to see your video, you can click on it and it's going to open up just like this as a link. That's going to load the recording so that your video can come up, and then you would just hit play. There, see? So there's the video. Okay, very good. And that is how you add a video in as a link. Now let's say you want to download the recording so that you can embed it right in. So what I'm going to do is I am going to scroll all the way down until I see my course tools, in which case I am going to click Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. Here it's going to open up, and again, just as we did before, we're going to click on these three lines and we're going to click on recordings. And we see the recording here, and when we click on these three dots for recording options, this time we will click on the word download. Okay, so as you see here, the download, at least in my browser, and I'm in Chrome, I think the same thing would happen to you, comes right on the bottom left of my browser here. So we see it says collab recording. This is how it works on mine. So I'm just going to hit to the right of this, there's like an upward pointing arrow. I'm just going to hit that and click on show in folder. This is a helpful thing to do when you download anything and you want to see what folder it went to, because sometimes it's a little hard to tell. So I'm going to click show in folder. And when I do that, the folder pops up and it's showing me that this is in my downloads. And you see it's here today, collab recording, parentheses 14 in this case. And I can always rename that by right-clicking and going to rename and just going to introduction video recording. That's fully optional whether you want to rename it or not, but just know what it's called and what folder it's in, which in my case is the downloads. Once I do that, I can go back up to my courses, and I can go down to where my best practice course is. So I'm going to click on that. And I am going to go over here to course material. I am going to go to week 1. I am going to scroll down until I get to the discussion forum and click on that. And where it says create an introduction video for your class, I will click on that. And here we see the link I put, but let's say again I want to do it slightly differently. I can, so that it embeds in my video instead of a link, I can click reply. And here I see my message. Now in order to embed a video, what we want to do is click this fourth little film here with a play button. And where it says file/URL, what I want to do is click on browse my computer, and I'm going to find this video, and in my downloads, if I'm not in my downloads, I'm going to make sure to click on that downloads folder and click introduction video recording, or if it stayed as collaborate recording, if you didn't rename it, you can click on that and click open. And I'm going to see that it's going to be loading there. I also want to make sure that my file type says HTML video. It should automatically change to that. And then you have your video here, and you could choose to resize it if you desire. If not, just move this a little. If not, we can click on insert. So then what you will see is your video added in a yellow box. That's fine. What we want to do is click submit. And now my video is right here for automatic playing. And if my students, or in this case your fellow colleagues, want to play it, they just click the play button and it should come video on up. Camera. And if you want to make it full screen, you just click that. All right, so that is how you add a downloaded video in.